Hi all, welcome to my presentation on the paper Energy Efficient Altitude Optimization of an Aerial Access Point. The authors are myself Nitin Babu, Konstantinos Duyas, Konstantinos B. Papadias and Peter Popoisky. So this work is a part of the project Painless. The project has received funding from the European Union's Horizon 2020 Research and Innovation Program under the Marie Curie Grant Agreement number 812991. So this is a brief introduction about me. I'm an early stage researcher of the project Painless, which stands for Portable Access Point for Infrastructureless Network. The project aims to build an energy neutral flying base station, a UAV assisted flying base station in particular. So this work is basically the placement optimization of such a flying base station. So I'm a research scientist at the SWIFT Lab, Research Training and Innovation Network, the American College of Greece. And I'm also a PhD student at the Department of Electronic System, Aalborg University, Denmark. So this will be my flow of presentation. I will discuss the research objective followed by problem formulation and the solution approaches. And finally, we will discuss the numerical evaluation followed by the conclusion. So the research objective is to find the optimal hovering altitude of an aerial access point, which maximizes the global energy efficiency of the considered system. The altitude optimization of a UAV communication system is extensively considered in the literature, but mainly the work in the literature considers the maximization of throughput or coverage. So here we are considering the global energy efficiency as the parameter for finding the optimal hovering altitude, and the global energy efficiency is formulated by considering both the communication related energy and the aerial vehicle's energy consumption. So here we consider an orthogonal multiple access downlink broadcast transmission scenario where the UAV is deployed to send independent information to the set of uniformly distributed ground user equipments. So this is a system setup. As you can see, the main observations are as the altitude increases, the line of sight coverage area increases, the link quality decreases because the distance between the transmitter and the receiver increases, and the energy consumed by the aerial vehicle also increases. So we are exploiting this trade-off in this particular work. So we have formulated the problem as a maximization of global energy efficiency, which is the ratio of sum of the data rate to the total energy consumption. And we put two constraints. First one is the altitude constraint and the second one is a minimum data rate constraint. Here H minimum and H maximum are the minimum and the maximum value of the UAV hovering altitude, and R0 is a minimum data rate that is guaranteed to all the user equipments. The energy consumed by the UAV has two parts. The first part is the communication related part and the second part is the energy consumed by the aerial vehicle. So it again has two parts. First part is for the climbing to the altitude HA and the second part is for hovering at the altitude HA. So this kind of problems falls under the category of fractional optimization problem, which is solved by using Dinkelbach's algorithm. So this is a flowchart of the algorithm where the complexity mainly lies in this particular step. So in this step, we need to find we need to maximize the difference between the numerator and the denominator subject to the constraints C1 and C2. If this maximization problem is a convex optimization problem, then the algorithm is polynomial time complex. And if it is not, then the complexity increases. So when we observe the formulator problem, we can see that the numerator is a non-concave function, whereas the denominator is a convex function. And the first constraint is a convex function of the altitude HA, and the second constraint is a non-convex function. So we cannot make use of the convex optimization tools to solve this particular problem in its present form. So we use two methods. The first method is called as sequential convex programming. But the problem with this method is the solution achieved using this particular method cannot be claimed to be the global optimum of the formulator problem. But it has an advantage. It is polynomial time complex in nature. So we can say that we are achieving a local optimum of the particular problem by using sequential convex programming. And to compare the solution of SCP with the global optimum, we solve the same problem by using monotonic optimization, so which is exponential in nature. And we can say that the solution obtained using monotonic optimization is a global optimum of this particular problem. So let's discuss more about the sequential convex programming technique. So as a name indicates, so here we solve a non-convex problem by representing it as a sequence of convex problem, and it is solved iteratively until it is converging. The solution is converging. So as you remember, in our case, our numerator of the objective function is non-concave. So we need to represent it as a concave function of the optimization variable. So we make use of first order Taylor approximation to represent the non-concave sum rate as an concave function of the altitude, which is HA. So here you can see HK is the optimal altitude which is obtained from the previous iteration. So here we represented the numerator of the objective function as an affine function, which can be claimed to be a concave function of the optimization variable. Similarly, we can represent the non-convex constraint, which is a minimum data rate constraint, as a convex function of the optimization variable. So now our problem takes the form of a convex optimization problem. So we can solve it by using the CVX method, but the solution cannot be claimed to be the global optimum of the formulated problem. So it can be claimed as a local optimum. So to compare the solution achieved by ACP with the global optimum, we solve the same problem by using monotonic fractional programming. So the concept of MFP is the global optimum of an increasing function lies in the outer boundary of the feasible set formed by the constraint. So if you want to search for the global optimum, you don't have to search from the top to bottom of the feasible set. You can search for the optimal value at the outer boundary of the feasible set. But if we want to use the MFP technique to solve our problem should be in the general form of MFP. So in which the objective function should be an increasing function of the optimization variable, and the feasible set should be represented as an intersection of normal set and a conormal set. But in the present form, our optimization problem is not having this particular structure. So we introduce an auxiliary variable t so that the problem takes the form of an monotonic fractional programming problem. So once it takes the form of MFP, we can solve it by using the polyblock outer approximation algorithm, which is exponential in nature, but its complexity is less compared to the exhaustive search algorithms. So these are the simulation parameters which we consider in this particular work. So this dotted curve represents the actual plot of the global energy efficiency. So you can see the global energy efficiency is low at lower altitude because the coverage area is less at lower altitude, hence the sum rate is less, which result in a low global energy efficiency value. And also it is low at higher altitude regions. It is mainly because the link quality decreases at higher altitude region, as well as the energy consumed by the UAV also increases at higher altitude regions. And one of the main observation from this particular plot is the local optimum achieved using SCP coincide with the global optimum achieved using monotonic optimization. So we can say that for this particular problem, we can solve the problem, or we can get the global optimum of the problem by using the polynomial time complex SCP algorithm. So here we plot the optimal altitude values obtained using SCP and MFP. So we can see both are converging. And if you look at the number of convex evaluation required for MFP, it is much higher than that of the sequential convex programming. And the other point to be noted here is, if you solve the same problem without considering the energy consumption of UAV, you will be getting an altitude which is 18.23 higher than the optimal value. So you will be hovering the UAV at a higher altitude than the optimal value, so which leads to a low global energy efficiency value. So this shows the importance of considering the energy consumption of UAV while formulating these kind of problems, so which is a novel aspect of this work. So, and this is the curve between the global energy efficiency and minimum data rate requirements. So you can see the preliminary observation is hovering at the optimum altitude obtained without considering the AAP energy consumption gives a low global energy efficiency. So this is because the UAV will be hovering at a non-optimal altitude, which leads to a low global energy efficiency. And the second observation is, as a minimum data rate constraint or the minimum data rate R0 increases, the optimal altitude increases, which leads to a low global energy efficiency. So that's why in this particular region you are seeing, so with increase in minimum data rate requirement, the global energy efficiency is decreasing. The reason is to give a more minimum data rate for all the users, the UAV has to hover at a low altitude, which is a low global energy efficiency value. And this decrease in global energy efficiency with increase in R0, or in other words, the decrease in global energy efficiency with decrease in the maximum altitude shows the monotonically increasing property of the global energy efficiency, which is exploited in the monotonic fractional program technique. So we are concluding our contribution. So we found the optimal energy efficient altitude of an aerial access point, which acts as a flying base station for an orthogonal multiple axis downlink broadcast transmission scenario. So the model GE maximization problem is solved using SCP and monotonic fractional programming technique. So we can see that the optimum value obtained using SCP coincide with the optimum value from MFP, and also the global energy efficiency decreases with an increase in the minimum individual data rate constraint, which shows the monotonic behavior of this particular objective function. So a joint altitude and power optimization in a non-orthogonal multiple axis transmission scheme is left as our future work. So thank you all for hearing this presentation. If you have any doubt, please feel free to post the question in the platform. So I will answer all the questions. Once again, thank you very much. Have a nice day.